If you or your kids enjoy refreshing frozen ice pops as much as I do, then you're going to have so much fun unleashing your creative juices with the Zoku Quick Pop Maker. Check out these amazing results that you're able to make at home. Everything from horizontal stripes to pops with fresh fruit embedded like this kiwi pop. Truly, the possibilities are endless. In front of me, I've got a great selection of everything that you can make with the Zoku Quick Pop Maker and its accessories kit. I'm going to show you some basic techniques to make standard pops like the fudge pop or the juice pop, and then I'm going to use the accessories toolkit to really make some fancy pops, such as our cutout fruit pop or diagonal stripe pop. So delicious and so much fun. After your Zoku base has been pre-frozen for 24 hours, it'll seriously make a batch of pops on your kitchen counter in a matter of minutes. We're talking instant gratification here. And that's really what makes the Zoku so special. It comes with all of these pieces right here, the sticks, the drip catcher, and the super tool for easy release. Now it's time for the fun part, and this is where you and your family can get really creative. Have fun experimenting with your favorite flavors of juices or nectars. You can even use a pudding base or an ice cream base. And of course, there's always the addition of fresh fruit to merely make some creative pops. The one thing you have to keep in mind is no artificial sweeteners or diet drinks allowed. Make sure that anything you do use has enough natural sweetener in it, such as honey or agave. You always want to start with your stick inside the mold. And for this one, I think I want to make a striped pop, layered. So I'm going to just pour in a little bit of my first flavor, a grape juice, about a third of the way, roughly. For this next one, I'm going to make a fudge pop. And again, this is where you can really customize your different flavors. You could even make it really healthy and use a yogurt base, for example, or a smoothie base. Now you want to be careful and fill only up to the pour line. Our ingredients will expand a little bit as they freeze, so you want to be careful not to overfill. Now for this final pop, I think I want to decorate the edges of my pop with some fresh fruit. I've thinly sliced a strawberry, and I'm going to very gently adhere my strawberry to the walls of the Zoku. Because it's pre-frozen, the fruit sticks almost instantaneously. If you have any trouble getting it all the way down there, you can always use a stick to push the piece of fruit into place. And have fun. Experiment with strawberry or kiwi, orange slices, apple, you name it. One more piece of fruit in there. Add my stick. Now I'm going to pour in my white cranberry peach juice. And this pour cup I'm using right now comes with my accessories kit. A little more on that later. And just a matter of minutes, we'll have some fresh pops. I do need to add the other layers to my layered pop, so I'm going to keep a close eye to see when the top layer, the grape flavor, freezes over to add my next two layers. It's now time to add the second layer to this layered pop. I can tell it's ready because the surface of that first flavor has frozen over. Pour in a little bit of that white cranberry grape juice. Wait a few more minutes and then we'll add our third and final layer. Time to add my third juice, cranberry, and again you want to be careful to fill only up to the fill line. Fantastic, in just a few more minutes and we'll be enjoying fresh, delicious pops. You're going to want to let your pops freeze for about 7 to 9 minutes, and when they're ready, taking them out is a snap. I'm going to use my super tool and screw that onto the stick. And you want to keep screwing until you feel the pop release. Ah, there it is. Perfect. I'm going to unscrew it. The drip tray snaps easily on. Look at that. Beautifully horizontally striped fruit pop that we made at home. Now let's pull out our other ones. The Zoku base, once frozen, makes up to 3 batches in a row. If you want to make any more than that, you do want to pop the base back into the freezer. If you're finished, be sure to let the base completely defrost before rinsing it out with cold water. And you also never want to store any of your pops inside the base and put that back in the freezer. That'll make taking them out very, very difficult. Put our drip tray on. Homemade fudge pops, delicious. And finally, we have our white cranberry peach juice pop with strawberry slices on the side. cools off. Drip tray goes on. Give this a little wiggle. How cute is that? Instant gratification. Fresh, homemade, delicious ice pops. Once you've mastered the basics of the Zoku Quick Pop Maker, you're going to have so much fun experimenting with the accessories kit. It comes with all these pieces you see right here, including this angle tray, which will allow you to make some really cool diagonal layers. Also, this fruit wand, so you can very precisely place cut fruit along the side of your pop maker. It comes with these great stencils, a star and a heart, so you can stamp out pieces of fruit. It also comes with a siphon, so you can make filled pops, orange, vanilla, chocolate, vanilla. Again, the combinations are endless. And also these pour cups, which you've seen already how useful they can be. I'm going to show you a couple different techniques, but I'm going to start with a diagonally striped pop. I'm going to begin by placing my base on the angle tray, putting my stick inside, and let's start with a cream layer first. Pour that in. Totally up to you how much you'd like to put in. But we're going to let that layer freeze before I put my strawberry filling in next. My cream layer has frozen solid, so I'm going to now add in my strawberry. I'm going to do 2 more layers, another cream layer and strawberry layer, but you could add as many diagonal layers as you like. And the last layer of my diagonal pop will be nice and flat. Time to move on to the next one. For this, I think I'm going to add some cutout apple stars to the inside of my pop maker. And I'm going to use my fruit wand and simply place them along the side of the maker. Because this is pre-frozen, the pieces of fruit stick perfectly. I used my star stencil and stamped out these little bits of fruit. If they get stuck on that stencil, a good tip is to use the siphon to pop out the piece. I've got my stars lining the inside of the maker, and I'm going to put in the stick and fill the mold with some fruit punch. Again, right up to the fill line. Perfect. For my final pop, I'd like to show you how to make a filled orange cream pop. I'm going to start by pouring in some of my orange cream base right up to that fill line. Great. Now I'm going to keep a careful eye on this one, and just when the edges start to freeze, I'm going to use the siphon to take out some of that center juice so I can fill it with cream. I can tell the edges of my pop are starting to freeze, so I'm going to use the siphon and remove some of the center. Ah, that looks great. Great. Now I'm going to fill the center with some cream. Give these a few minutes to set up, and we'll reveal our special treats. Time to reveal our pops. I'm going to use the super tool and screw it to the top of the stick, just so we can loosen the pop all the way. Great. That is loose. And this was our diagonal striped pop, the one made with the cream and the strawberry puree. Let's be sure to put a drip tray on that. Give it a wiggle. Look at that. So cute, so impressive. If you wanted to go for perhaps a slightly healthier version, you could always use a yogurt base instead of the cream on that. And again, that's what I really like about the Zoku, is that I can control exactly which ingredients go into my pops, making them as healthy as I like or as decadent as I like. Now this middle pop was the one that I made with the star cutouts. Give it a wiggle. Adorable. This would be the hit at any summer barbecue. And finally, I have my fill pop that I had the orange outside and the cream interior. Your friends and family are really going to wonder how in the world you ever made a filled pop at home. And have fun experimenting with the combinations. You could do fruit on fruit, you could play with chocolate and vanilla pudding. Delicious. Looks like it could have been purchased at a store. The Zoku Quick Pop Maker and its accessories kit allow you to make creative, fun, delicious pops at home in a matter of minutes.